Graham. Blackheath seemed in control for the first half, although we only did get the one try then. And then Leicester came out seemingly a different side after the break and scored 19 points. We managed to come back though, and the final score was Blackheath 22, Leicester 19. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think Noah Sloot's try with 2 minutes remaining really rescuing Blackheath from what was a calamitous 8 minutes post half time when Leicester scored all their points. And really had the hosts firmly on the rack at that moment. Let's say it's from the start in much better conditions than we've seen of late. The game started really promisingly with both sides looking to play expansively, moving the ball nicely. But the numerous scrum penalties we had in the first period, I think it's about both teams penalised, and Mike Lamb, referee, losing patience really with both teams and threatening to remove players. That really sort of disrupted the flow. And the only score came from Billy Harding midway through the half when, after a dangerous tackle, penalty to touch, and a yellow card I should say, penalty to touch, and then from the maul, Harding steaming off the open side of the maul to cross for his 8th try of the season and giving Blackheath that 5-0 lead, which they maintained till half time. But if the club really looked the more threatening in the first period, that completely changed and they were blown apart at the start of the second. Chief destroyer was Toby Cousins, the Lions wing, scoring their first of their tries with an amazing run from his own half of the field. Blackheath not laying a hand on him. Great run. Not sure that James Shanahan will quite see it that way. He might have another view. He then, after that score, set up the attack, moving down the right flank before ball was moved across field to where opposite wing Jake Sterling crossed. And then it was Cousins again a few moments later, coming from nowhere really down the left flank, scoring a second try, and 3 tries, 2 of them converted, and only an Ollie Burgess penalty in the middle of all that, just interrupting that flow. But then Blackheath gradually gained some control. They emptied the bench. Mike Tete coming on made a big impact, I thought, and Blackheath gaining the upper hand, and Jake Lloyd cutting a great angle to steam over for a converted try. And then in the dying moments, Ollie Burgess from a penalty finding a great touch, really great kick that to put Blackheath in such a promising position. And from that they picked and drove, recycled the ball well, and eventually Sloot got over for that crucial try. So well done Blackheath for that, but goodness me, they made that tough for all of us watching.
Indeed they did, Graham. Thank you very much. We are back at the Utilita next week when we play Bishop Stortford in the last of our games for this year. So we will see you then.